I told him to sit up straight because he looked goofy. So
Do I
now
look
he's
do I look goofy right now or
no, no, now it's good.
alright, yeah.
You were like lounging like a philosopher
Yeah,
earlier.
I was just lounging, just sitting, just sitting.
Who started calling you Ant-Man?
My dad's friend, Larry, I was probably like I was like 4 or 5. We would just come to our house and start singing the song and be like, Ant-Man rules. He's the best. He's the king of all the insects. And he would sing it to me. I was just a little kid and I loved it. And
Flip that up.
then everyone just started calling me Ant-Man. I didn't even know Ant-Man was a fucking Avenger until
Yeah.
like the movie came out. And I was
So
like,
that was probably like some old school stuff he was calling you.
I mean, it's a cartoon. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like old
like the old school
X-Men
cartoon. Yeah.
cartoon. Yeah.
I've only called you Anthony.
That's my name.
That's your name, Anthony.
Mhm. You call me baby boy earlier. Is that
Baby boy. Baby boy, you go down and give me a cocoa, a cocoa water. Cocoa water. I don't know what they call it. Um, are you mad that you weren't on here sooner?
Nah, I had to lock in.
Nah, I had a log
I had to
in.
lock in.
Nah.
I had to, because if I'm not locked in, my jokes could just say landed.
Oh yeah.
They ain't
Okay.
landed.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you? I was telling Zoe a couple days ago about my joke that didn't land when I was in Disneyland. Did I ever tell you that one?
Mm-mm.
I was like 16. We went to Disneyland, me, my cousin, my sister, and we all brought a friend.
Uh-huh.
And I was wearing an empty JanSport backpack. And I wasn't planning on getting souvenirs or nothing. I thought it looked cool. So I was wearing an empty JanSport backpack. I get to the security. The lady checks it. It's completely empty, clearly. And she goes, "Is this just an empty bag?" And I was like, "No, there's a bomb in it
Uh,
at Disneyland, right?" So you don't do that.
you guys don't get it. He's like this. This is like how he's like.
You don't do that. It's a bad joke. Lady, I wrote it down in my joke book that I just wrote the word bomb, crossed it out. Like, okay, don't make bomb jokes. Anyway, so I tell this lady I have a bomb in my bag. And she goes, she calls someone over. And the guy she calls over, I think I'm very lucky that she called this guy over because she called anyone else, it would have been bad. But she calls over the head of security
Yeah,
for
you said you
Disneyland.
had a bomb at
Yeah.
Disneyland, bro. This is like, what are you talking about?
Stupid. I know, but it was 2005, so it was a different time.
It doesn't matter.
If you
It
did
would have
that
been,
nowadays, you're
yeah,
banned
you
for life
probably
from
would have been
Disneyland,
arrested, especially
arrested.
because you would have been arrested.
Oh, everything bad would happen. You don't fucking do that. But so head of security comes over and he's super nice. He's kind of like laughing about it. I think he just knows I'm an idiot. And he's probably thinking, oh, this guy's an idiot. But I bet like if she called over just a random security guard, like I was getting kicked out and put on the list. But the head of security just happened to be right there and in a good mood. So no bomb jokes.
So, guys, this is my boyfriend.
What up?
They're over
Oh
there.
yeah, sorry. Hey,
Hello, everybody. Like, subscribe, smash that button.
this podcast is the bomb, really. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
ever. It's so gross. I can't. um, my head is starting to hurt. I think it's because I talked about gait, and so my migraines are coming back again.
Yeah, the date was definitely
I opened the gate to my gate.
that was some weird military shit. Like that was different.
Did have like a bunch of stuff I like wanted to correct. Like, so I went down a rabbit hole after recording that one about gate stuff.
Mm.
And a bunch of people who remember gate that way, they have ultrasound, which happened to me. And another thing was they got migraines And I didn't say this one before, but when I was a kid, I would get migraines and I would get them so bad. Like it would make me want to throw up and I would like just fall asleep crying because they hurt so bad. And I had to been like 7. And my mom took me to the pediatrician who was such a creep, bro. He should be in jail.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't say that lightweight. I think he's probably not a good person. And he was like, "Well, yeah, come into bring her in the office." And he brought me into his office, and it not a doctor's room, his office. And it was like all brown with a big brown, like fancy desk and brown leather chairs and stuff. And he sat me down and he put things on each one of my fingers and he turned the lights all the way down, but like you could still see the whole room, but it was very, very dark, very, very dim. And I don't know if there was curtains, but I don't it was also like Monterey, foggy Monterey, so maybe the windows were just like whatever, but it's like really dreary dark, you know? I don't know, I'm guessing because it was so dark. I don't remember if it was daytime or whatever, but he puts things on all my fingers and on my head. And then he does something with a machine of testing or anything. No, he didn't shock me, but he was seeing why I was getting migraines. So I don't know if that's a real thing, but I guess I could just look it up too. But if that's a thing of testing migraines, let me know. So I don't get them very often, but I spoke about gait and now I'm getting migraines again. So it was going away, but I think Anthony's bomb story brought it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. My stories do bring migraines sometimes.
Just kidding.
My gate was a lot different. We just went and looked at flashcards quickly and read the words off.
I think we did do that too.
But mine was like in the school, in the cafeteria. Like, we didn't go to a military base.
Well, yeah,
Like,
when I say military base, it was the Presidio. And again, that was, I guess, the correction I wanted to make. Get into the
I
frame.
don't know what the Presidio
The
is.
okay, just think the podcast is on this side of the chair,
Oh, it's on this.
not that side of the
Oh,
chair.
okay. So,
There we go.
okay. What's the
Um,
Presidio?
the Presidio, I don't even know if I can explain it right. It's a base where I think it's just where like um I don't know if it's all Army, Navy, Marines. I don't know. I think it's all military. If anyone is like um what is it called? Assigned here. Like I think people come to Monterey because we had the Naval Postgraduate School so they could learn languages. They would like it was like a learning place at the postgraduate school. And so you would learn stuff. It was like a graduate school for the military. This is what I think. And the Presidio, it was like I don't know what they're called, but like they're like cabin hotel things for people who are here to live in. I don't even know, bro. Maybe it was like back in wartime where they like stayed. Okay, I'm gonna fact check. I'll figure out what the Presidio is. Like, do you have your phone?
No.
Alexa, what is the Monterey Presidio?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
You never are. Anyway, so it's kind of like I thought it was like houses, training. They would go there to like train, kind of like boot campy kind of place.
Hmm.
So I thought that's where it was. The only saving grace I could say is maybe, well, no, I know it was there, but I don't know what else was up there. Like if there was schools up there or places up there. I don't know where I was. I know we went, well, no, because you go into the gates of Presidio. You go in the gates.
Bruh, all this sounds, the gates of Presidio. You go into the gates of Presidio, you're making it sound like it's so chill. And then the way you describe it, I'm like, you were in some military
Oh
bunkers?
my God, no.
But it's called the gates of Presidio?
I'm
Like, what is
making it,
happening?
okay, it sounds so crazy. It's not. Anyways, I just kind of have a headache. That's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. Um, okay. We're not going to do your whole life because that's crazy. But we were going to talk about one thing.
Mhm.
Do you want to talk about it? I mean, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't know. Like, other people could have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know before, like okay. So, how long ago was it?
About 2 years ago.
Dang, it was already 2 years ago?
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, okay, so we'll talk about the lead up stuff after, but one night, there was already kind of some stuff happening a couple days before, weeks before, a little bit,
Yeah, like maybe like a week
before or
over a
something.
week before.
But he was ignoring it. I wasn't ignoring it. He was ignoring it. And I kept saying, you should go to the doctor. This is weird. This is weird. And what was happening was his leg was like shaky and wobbly going out.
Basically, I was walking at work, and then I just kind of noticed that I was walking differently. Right, it just felt like weird. It kind of felt like a little bit like I had like a buzz going. Like that's how I was walking, but I was sober, so it was like, wait, why the fuck am I walking like this? And I was like, whatever. So I'm all, oh, I must have hurt my back. I must have tweaked my back. That's what I kept telling myself. Like I've never tweaked my back before. I don't think this happens. And you tweak your back. I don't know if that happens or not. I'm like, oh, I must have tweaked my back, and I just ignored it for like a week. You pretty much immediately were like, you need to go to the doctor.
I was like, bro, you're like wobbling around
Yeah.
and you look drunk and it looks crazy.
And I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I just tweaked my
I'm
back.
fine. So what movie did we go see?
So
We went to go see, was it Deadpool?
no, we went and saw some stupid ass movie because we were on a run where we watched like 5 stupid movies.
Okay, so anyways, we went to go see a stupid movie. And when he got up, he literally almost fell to the ground because he had, what did it feel like?
I wouldn't say that much happened.
You
but
were
I had
jelly
a little bit
legs.
of, yeah, my
No.
legs were like jelly.
And I had to remember you were like leaning on me and I had to help you
Once we
all
got
the way.
outside the theater, I was pretty much using you as a crutch to get to the car because my legs were just so weak. Like they weren't responding to what, like, you know, when you walk, you just fucking walk. But like I couldn't walk no more. It's just like I was like a 90-year-old man.
Okay, so it's like 12:30 at night. So I was like, okay, we have to go to the hospital because this is weird. Because I'm like, bro, did you have a stroke? What is going on? And it was like 12:30. He's like, no, I'm not going right now. And I had to go to work like at 7:30 in the morning. So I didn't really want to go too much either. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna go to work. And I think you were off. So I was like, I'm gonna go to work. And then when I get back from work, though, we're going right away, like at 5:30 the next day. And he was like, fine. So I go to work. I'm working, have like the worst day of work ever. And then I came and got you. And I was like, come on, we're going. And you were like, I don't even want to go anymore. I'm fine. And I was like, except you're like, your legs are like jello. So we go to Dominican. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting.
Well, I wanted to leave because she was like, it's going to be a 4-hour wait.
She's like, it's going to be like 4 hours. And I was like, okay, ma'am. Well, he has jello sticks in his
she
pants,
must have saw the look on your face or something.
And I was like, well, we're waiting.
She's
so
like, well,
fine.
actually, it's only going to be 2 hours.
And I was like, we're waiting. So we wait. And then finally we go back. You do like EKG, get blood taken, all the stuff. And then he comes in.
Yeah, so all the tests and stuff I took, everything looked normal. And then the ER doctor comes in.
His blood looks completely normal. On his blood-wise, he looks like a completely healthy person.
Yeah.
So, EKG. Heart of a horse.
No, everything looks good, except that I can't fucking walk.
And then in walk Dr. Sukamaki.
So the ER doctor, Dr. Sukamaki,
who I now work with,
walks in and he checks all the results and stuff, and then like has me walk, and basically he goes, okay, we're gonna we're gonna admit you because we don't know what's wrong, but something's wrong here.
He's like, you're too perfectly healthy
Mm.
and too young for this to be happening.
And honestly, like just the way he carried himself, I don't go to the doctor and
Yeah, he's
stuff.
the goat.
I'm just not a doctor person. I never had health insurance. So
Well,
I don't go to the fucking doctor.
And the truth was Anthony was going like this. You were pissed. Anthony was so pissed that he was gonna have to stay at the doctor. Like Anthony doesn't get mad, and he was pissed.
I'm not a go to the doctor person, which is stupid because I actually had health insurance. It's like, go to the doctor if you
And
got
now
health
you have to go to the
insurance,
doctor
people.
like all the time.
Go to the fucking doctor. You got health insurance.
Go to the doctors.
So
then,
anyways,
yeah.
we tell him that I have health insurance somewhere else. So he's like, okay, go there.
Yeah.
Immediately. Do
He's
health
like,
insurance.
I have Kaiser, and he's like, well, you have to be seen with Kaiser. They'll get upset.
Mm.
And he goes, I'm getting an ambulance, and we're sending you right now. And then Anthony was like, no, I will not go in an ambulance.
Actually, I was, I was
And he
much
was just like,
calmer than
he was like, do I have to go in the ambulance? And I go, okay. I was like, bro's about to skip out and go home right now and being avoidant. If I drive us to Kaiser, can I do that? And he's like, yes, but you need to go right now. Newsflash, if they say they're going to transfer you in an ambulance, go in the ambulance, because then you have to drive to the hospital and start all over. So we went home, got in pajamas.
Yeah.
And then, and by the way, he said, I think I know what this is, but I'm not going to give you the MRI. They are. And I'm not saying what I think it is because it may not be. And that's what they're going to. Yeah. So he goes, I have a good idea of what this is, but you have to go be treated by your doctor and get an MRI and all this stuff. So we go home, change in pajamas, sweatpants. And I grab a motherfucking big ass cup of coffee and a blanket. And we drive to San Jose, and we go, and we have to check in again and start this whole process over. And by now it's like,
it was like 1 o'clock.
No. It's like 3 in the morning by the time we get there.
By the time we check in and stuff?
Yeah, it was like 3. And then so finally they take us back at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning. And because remember, we were trying to sleep on those hard ass chairs in the lobby. It was crazy. So then you get taken back about 5:30, 6 in the morning.
So they finally get us back there, and they run an MRI, right?
No.
A CT?
No.
They ran something.
No. Well, first we go back there, and they do all these tests, and the guy comes and he goes, I have a feeling I know what this is too, but we're going to do an MRI. But it's Saturday. And so the MRI people aren't here till 10 a.m. Remember? So they just left us to try and sleep. And I'm on this hard ass chair just trying to sleep. And you're in a bed, which was nice. But the bed was still like, it was ER shit. So it was like awful. So for about 3.5 hours, we just wait and wait and wait. Finally, they come in at 10. They grab you and you go and do your MRI. And then I kind of just sit on that chair trying to sleep still. And you come back around 11:30.
Okay, so it's 11:30. And up until here, I've researched the symptoms that I've been having thoroughly on Google and stuff, which no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just go to your doctor because
we were freaking out.
I was seeing stuff like heart failure, kidney disease, diabetes, like all kinds of shit.
ALS.
ALS, all kinds of shit.
Don't do that.
So yeah, just go.
So he's back in the room now. We wait a couple more hours. By now it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we had originally gone to the ER the day before at about 12 or 11:30 at night. And he comes in and he says, hey, Anthony, nice to meet you. I'm Dr. I think Kwong. I am he wasn't a brain surgeon. He was a neurologist. He was a neurologist, like the hospitalist neurologist that day. I don't know how you say that. And what did he tell you?
So he comes in and he goes, I'm pretty confident with what you're facing, with what you have here. It's like, there's one more way to be certain that it's actually this. And
Spinal Tap.
yeah, so he's like, we're going to take a big ass needle, you're going to jam it into your spine, and we're going to suck some goop out of there, and we're going to test it. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you think it is?
And he's like, but I don't need to do that because I'm literally a
He's like,
100% sure.
I'm pretty sure, like very, very sure that it's this. So I'm like, okay, so we'll skip the needle.
Yeah.
What is it? And he goes, we feel like this is multiple sclerosis.
MS.
And MS. So when I heard that, I honestly, personally felt relieved because I know I have friends and family with MS, and
Yeah.
it's terrible. But it's not fatal, and it can be manageable. Well,
Yeah.
best case scenario, it's manageable.
I
So
was sad.
I was very relieved, and I probably had this
But kind
goofy
of.
ass look
We
up.
were kind of
I
relieved.
was very, very relieved.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, you started crying
Well,
because
because I know people who have MS and are in a
that's
wheelchair.
not what you were crying
Well, at
about.
first I thought it was
You were
ALS.
crying because you were thinking of ALS, and I'm
And
seeing
I was
this
like,
goofy
oh my
look on my
God.
face,
And I was
and
like,
you're
what?
thinking that your brain works so fast that you saw me in the wheelchair, typing on the keyboard like Stephen Hawking.
No. Yeah.
You saw all the future.
Well, I felt bad for you. I was like, I thought it for 1 second. I knew it was MS, but I thought MS was worse. And I mean, to be truthful, untreated and you ignore it and stuff, people end up in wheelchairs.
Oh,
and like
100%.
it's not like
I
you're
didn't
not.
say
You might be alive, but like you lose a lot of
I
life.
didn't
You
say
know.
that it's not
Anyways,
terrible.
I also felt bad. Like it was like messed up. You know what I mean?
I didn't say that it's not bad. It's obviously
Yeah.
very bad. But like I said, I was thinking I was dying because I thought I had
But once
heart
we like
failure
knew
and
everything,
all this other
it
shit.
was completely different.
Well,
Now you're just like, take your pills, get your shots.
I mean, it's obviously very bad, and worse for other people. Like I got lucky, but
Yeah. Well, we'll tell them why you got
I
lucky.
mean, some kind of.
So that sucked.
So, anyways, don't feel bad because
this is where the podcast is.
There's people that have it much worse than me, and there's other stuff that's fatal and that's so.
It was the best out of a worse situation.
Yeah.
That's what we say. Okay, so to kind of explain MS, if like you don't know what it is, basically you get lesions on
So MS is an autoimmune disease.
Yes.
Which means your immune system attacks you mistakenly, like a friendly fire kind of situation.
Right.
Where, it's also fighting bacteria and sicknesses and stuff. But for some reason, it starts to attack you, and MS in particular, your immune system starts attacking the myelin over your spinal cord, which is a protective layer around that protects the nerves around your spinal cord. Kind of like a phone cord or something, phone charger cord, the plastic around the thing protecting all the cords. That's your myelin, and your body for some reason starts attacking that.
Yeah, and they start like creating lesions on it.
Yeah.
And basically making holes. So now you're like, it's like brain waves, right? But like when you say, brain, tell my foot to move, it travels down through your nerves to tell it. But when there's holes, it's getting out and it's not getting to your foot to say, please keep walking when I stand up in this movie theater.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a phone charger. When you got that old phone charger and you got to wrap it around your phone?
Yeah, it's like
Dude,
that.
That's your myelin.
Dang, all of our phone chargers have MS up in here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a good way to say it. Okay. So, because of that, he had to they give you like steroids, and they can give it in a pill form, but they don't like to. His was extremely aggressive because at this point, he had lesions on his brain, and by your neck and down on your back too. Not in your back, but like
Spinal
he
cord.
had numerous lesions, and so that's why it was attacking him. And so what the steroids does, it stops I'm trying to explain it. Because it doesn't make the lesions go away. It
So
just stops the lesions from what they're doing. It like because it's inflammation, right?
what the steroids
Yeah,
do is reduce inflammation.
inflammation. And so these are lesions are activated like more profusely through inflammation. And so it's like when you have a headache, not really a headache, like say I get hit on my arm and I take Advil, it's not registering to my brain that I have pain, but I still have the wound and the bruise and everything on my arm. It's not making the lesion go away. It's just making my brain not feel pain. It's making your lesions not disrupt your brain activity, I guess, getting to what it's doing what it's supposed to do. So, okay, so we stayed in the hospital, what, 5 days, 6 days?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 days. They put me full of these steroids.
Yeah, and it was super funny because he was getting like every time he'd get his jolt of steroid, he would get all like loosey goosey and excited, and like all like every like couple hours, I'd be like, bro, why are you telling all these crazy jokes and like trying to get up and like dance to the bathroom? And I realized it was because his steroids were just like hitting hard. So that was funny.
Yeah.
So we stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed.
4 days of steroids, and then it got kind of back to normal, not to normal, but normal enough where I could leave and walk out.
Yeah.
And they said it would improve.
Yeah, I thought he still looked a little janky, but
Well, I definitely did, and
yeah,
they gave me stuff to take
yeah,
home.
to finish.
Yeah, to taper off. And then so I got kind of back to normal.
Yeah.
And then I went, okay, well, I'm good. You know, there's just a quick little bump of the road. I'm fine.
And we know now it was when it happened again, it probably wasn't a new lesion. It was probably a relapse of the same lesion, maybe.
Who knows? Honestly, I'm not sure. I didn't ask the doctor. I wish she would have, because you're good at asking questions, and
I ask a lot of
I
questions.
can just sit there and say, yeah, sure. So anyways,
And you know what they say? Good question.
yeah.
And I go, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was a good question. I thought we should know the answer. So then it happened again.
Yeah, so I ignored
Bro
it
got
for-
all wobbly, bobbly, wobbly, bobbly.
So we met with the neurologist first, and she suggested.
She
I go
said
on
you need to get infusions.
Infusions of a medicine called rituximab or rituximab. I'm not sure if it's an
Rituximab.
N or an M. Is that an N?
Oh, now I don't know.
Not sure.
Mandela effect.
Ritux
Who
is
knows?
something.
Rituximab.
Rituximab or nab. Anyway,
Rituximab. Rituximab. It's nab.
She suggests this medicine, which they use for Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's not even an MS medication. It's not FDA approved, which originally I was like, that kind of threw me off. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, since when do I give a fuck about the FDA? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? FDA approval? It's like,
For
I'm like,
real.
oh, it's not FDA approved. I'm not taking that. But like, this shit don't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Sometimes I know.
yeah, it is.
But yeah. But they're probably they were doing it for money profiting reasons. So of course they don't want to approve
suggests
it.
this medicine that's for something else that is probably perfect for MS, and they just wanted to make another medicine to make more money off of. Anyways, I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do it. And so I don't do it, and then 4 months later,
No, you didn't say sure I'll do it. You said I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
well, I kind of said, sure, okay.
Maybe to
Just-
her,
yeah,
but you
to
were
her.
like absolutely not
Yeah,
going to
to
do it.
you, I said,
You're like,
no,
I'm not putting medication in my body.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
sure, stupid.
Then it happened again.
And it happened again 4 months later, and I talked to my neurologist, and she's like, okay, well, I want you to come back to the hospital and go on some IVs of steroids and for a few days, and we'll clear it up, and then we'll get you on those infusions. And I'm like, no, well, I don't have time to come to the hospital
Idiot.
and take steroids like that. Is there any other way that I could do like from home? Or something like that. And she's like, well, there's another way that I don't recommend. And it's
And he goes,
pill.
I'll do that.
She's like, it's a pill form of
Bro was
steroids.
taking 36 pills a day.
36 pills at a time. This shit was crazy.
Like this.
Yeah, literally, I just had a cup of milk with like 30 pills in my hand.
First of all, who drinks milk, my guy? Anyway, go ahead.
So, anyways, I take these steroids for a few days, and eventually, after like a week, I get back to walking normal, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. Like I'm good. I don't really need to worry about it. So then it happens again, and I do the same thing. I hit up my neurologist, tell her I need medicine. She's like, okay, but
And she's
this isn't
getting
the way.
pissed, bro.
Yeah, she's pissed at this point.
She's like, just listen to me. You're ridiculous. Let's get these infusions going. Help your body. Because all he was doing is masking it and masking it and masking it. He was doing nothing. And also, it's not like it was just like he had this happening and like, it's not like it was like, oh, I have a flu. Let me just take this medicine instead of this medicine that helps really quick and my flu goes away. It was like, no, this flu's not going away. You're just pretending it's not there. And each time it's getting worse and worse. And that's why people with MS, like they end up in wheelchairs or things like that because it's getting worse. You're not doing anything to stop it in its tracks or heal it.
Yeah.
So she gave him pills again.
She gave him again.
So here he is again. Milk.
Yeah, and I'm good for like 4 months, and then it happens
Insane.
again. And this time I'm like, shit, like this neurologist is so over this. Like I was like scared to tell her. I was like, oh, maybe I'll be fine.
But he was also finally realizing this isn't working and something I don't want to keep.
Well, first of all, I didn't want to talk to the neurologist without telling her that I've put the plans in motion because I needed these medicine. I knew she wasn't going to give them to me because she was so over it.
But you were honest. You had made up your mind.
I did.
You had made up your mind you were going to do it.
I made my mind up and I went and did all the shit she asked me to.
Because I kept going, you should do it, but your body, your choice. Your body, your choice. But I was like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Right. Help yourself. Help yourself.
So anyways, I tell her and she says, no, I'm not going to give you this. And I was like, Doc, I did all the shit you asked me to. I just need to get back to normal until my MRI appointment and my infusion appointment that I've set up. She's like, okay, you have done that. So she sent me more meds.
And she goes, but I am not doing this.
Yeah, she's like, never again. Never again. And these steroids they're giving me, like I don't have like a weird like side effect kind of thing.
It's so crazy because the meds that you were taking would probably, if I had taken those, I would have been like, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, bam, and then throw up faint. And you were just like, glass of milk, on with my day.
Well, I don't know what you would have did, but they called me and they asked me if I was having suicidal or thoughts of harming other people. And I'm like, holy shit, what steroids have you given me? These things give you roid rage? No muscle, just roid rage?
Yeah. I
was like, holy shit.
Thank God you were like a docile sloth before. So it just made him like hella regular. He was just like having regular ass conversations, being all like, like I'm already off the wall. So he just looked a little bit more, but had he had been like me, I would probably have been through the roof. Like,
well, apparently you would have had thoughts of harming other people.
Probably. But, so anyways, everyone was happy now because you were going to go do an infusion.
Yeah. So I finally go do these infusions.
But I actually was scared now. I'm the one going like, yes, he's going to do this infusion. Like, or in my head before I kept thinking like, just do it. Like, this is your whole life. This is so stupid. Like you have a whole life ahead of you. You're going to like end up in a wheelchair or like, he could just lose sight of his face and not be able to feel it again. He could have lost feeling in his legs, be in a wheelchair. He could have lost his hands, not be able to use, like
They
it's
lose vision. They get a lot of
vision,
pain, cramps,
like it affects your breathing, like all kinds
ability.
of shit. And I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, you're gonna lose your window to help yourself. But I couldn't like say anything, so I just was like, ugh. So now here he's gonna go do it, and I'm like, oh no, holy shit, he's gonna like do infusions and put stuff in his body. And I'm all asking the doctors at work, I'm like, what are the chances that he'll die? What are the chances that like he could just like have an allergic reaction? What are the chances that he might just stroke out when they give it to him? And I was like freaking out.
Well, when we went to
And you were just like, it's gonna be fine.
when I went to get the infusion, I'm sitting in the chair and they give you a packet with all the side effects, and it was like 5
Death.
pages long.
It's
Remember?
all
It was like a
death, anaphylactic shock.
huge notebook with tons
Yeah,
of shit in it. And I'm
so
like,
much.
let me see that. You're like, no,
And they're
you're
like,
not reading
okay,
it.
in this first like 30 seconds, let us know if you feel anything wrong. And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna go into anaphylactic shock the minute they give it to him. They give this guy infusions
Mm.
and it's nothing. Bro just sits there on his phone. And
Hmm.
you're so lucky because so many people get
It
sick
was like
and
4
stuff.
hours ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
4
know.
hours. But it was the longest version. I think people get sick once they start speeding it up. But you were fine this last
Yeah,
time
it was
too.
fine. So like I said, I have like a high tolerance for shit like that apparently, but like I don't know how other people would react to it.
Yeah.
So I can't recommend it like that. But
Yeah.
I can recommend it in that it fucking's working otherwise.
Yeah, and also like you never have to speed it up. So if you go 4 hours, so basically they give you this med and they do it in increments, and they kind of go double it up, and each time it's faster because they're doubling up the amount in one sitting. And so like that's why it takes 4 hours. The next time you come in, it took them 3 hours. And then basically they get up where like some people can do it in like 45 minutes. But sometimes people get sick because they're pushing it through so fast. But you never have to do that. If you're like scared or uncomfortable, you could do 4 hours every time if you wanted to.
Mhm.
There's no reason to rush the drug if you are afraid of that. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So like if that's something that's holding you back, like you're gonna get sick, 4 hours, it's so diluted. Just do that, and you don't ever have to speed it up if you want.
Yeah.
So
To me, I think they're just kind of like, "Oh, let's see
they're
how
like, this
fast we can
guy's
do this
got
shit.
it.
Let's see if we can do this in 30 minutes."
This is a guy that was swallowing 36 pills at a time. He's fine. So what the infusion is, so basically he was tripping at first because, they relate it a lot to like a chemo drug,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, it's taken in the chemo center.
It's in a chemo center. It's an infusion like a chemo drug.
Yeah.
And back in the day,
It's
I
like
think it
mother's little
was,
cousin. It's like,
yes,
they're
but
in the
back in the
same
day,
thing.
it was like a chemo. And I think that's why people had such negative outlooks. So what happens is like if you have cancer and you take a chemo drug, the drug goes in and it kills all of your cells, all of them, right? All your white blood cells. It kills all of them because they don't know which is good, which is bad, what's infected, what's not. It wipes them out. And then they're hoping, which is so fucking crazy. They hope your weak body that was already sick is just going to be able to come back and create all these cells. And so it's so dangerous, so scary, all those things, right? And so that's what yours was like. I guess everyone's fear, my fear, your fear, everyone's fear was like, that's insane. Like, that's too much. You're already sick. But what we learned is the MS drug, and specifically this drug, it goes in, and with MS, there's protein that jumps on and piggybacks your cell. And this drug goes in and it just kills the protein. So you still have all your white blood cells. So it's only targeting the protein, which is like, that's why it's almost like a miracle. It's like, that's why it's so crazy. That's why it's having such good like effects on people, and why you're able to do this and go to work like the next day.
Yeah, it's just shutting down the part of my immune system that is attacking me. Is basically what's happening.
But kind of, not really, because cancer, it's the white blood cells are the part of your immune system that attacks you. This is something that jumps on that, and then it's the protein, and then that is what attacks you together. But this kills off the protein, and then your white blood cells are not killed, and they go, oh, okay, I forgot, my bad. We don't need to do all that.
Well, I'm gonna have to look into that
Go
'cause I
ahead,
don't
I
think
read
that's what's
articles,
I don't know
honey.
if that's what's happening, but
Yeah, it just kills the protein that has piggybacked and attached itself to your white blood cells. That's why you don't get so sick. It's not like chemo where your white blood cells are they're dissipated. Your white blood cells just go back to being just fine. It just kills like the little like on a whale, what sticks to the whales?
barnacles.
Barnacles. It just cleans off all the barnacles.
Hmm.
Baby, you're a big blue whale.
Yeah,
It's
fucked
I
up
can't do
to.
that. We'll get censored.
Oh, what is it?
I was singing.
No, I was just saying it's fucked up to get a immune disease because I've always had such a strong immune system that it's like you don't really want your immune system to turn on you when you
I
got it.
mean, apparently you didn't, bro.
I did, but it was just stupid.
Yeah,
It's
it was
kind of like
just
me.
chilling.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it was
kind of like
just
me.
chilling. You're not
No,
stupid.
sometimes
No.
when I
You're lazy. It's a difference.
what?
So now how many infusions have you done?
I think 3. Have I done 3? I think they're like every 6 months.
Yeah,
So
I think you've done 3.
maybe 2 or 3. I got one scheduled.
You've done 3, and this is gonna be the 4th.
Since taking the infusion, I've had no noticeable MS symptoms, which was crazy because every 3 months I was
Yeah.
literally crippled. Like you were trying to make me walk with a cane, and I just didn't know how. But I was like, I could barely walk without a cane. It was weird. And like,
I think you got skinny, but everybody acts like that has nothing to do with it.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, guess you stopped drinking beer and stopped
stop
drinking stuff. So.
drinking, stop fucking snacking on 2 hot dogs every day.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess.
but yeah, I mean, like before I met you, I this is how much I weighed
All right,
my
settle down,
entire
bro. It had
life.
nothing to do with me.
No, I'm not
Didn't make you
saying
fat.
I'm saying I didn't say when I met you I was this and then I got bigger. I've said before I met you.
Yeah. No, I know.
I was very skinny like this, and then I was probably when I met you, I was like 20 pounds, 25 pounds over this, which was overweight for what's normal for me. But you liked it. You thought it looked good.
I mean, I think you have a lesion on your thyroid, but it's okay.
My thyroid in my test I just took, blood
Oh
work,
yeah,
looks
everything
fucking
is good.
pristine.
Okay, whatever. Whatever you say. What was I gonna say to you? I was gonna say, oh, and your MRI is coming up, so we'll find out if you have any lesions still.
Yeah.
Like your lesions will still be there, but they'll like be like dead. They'll just be like scars.
They kind of
They won't be active.
they feel
I
like
mean,
there's
we're
some kind of
hoping they won't be active.
some kind of fluid fills in there, and
Mm-hmm.
so they don't go away, but they look as if they went away.
Or they look scarred. They can just tell that they're not active, is what we're hoping for.
Right.
And I mean, it
MRIs,
seems like it.
MRIs are the worst. They're like literally torture.
Mm.
You're just sitting in like a small little tube, and it's just like for like 10 minutes. It's fucking. It's way too much. Holy shit.
Like that?
Pretty much.
Pretty much like that.
It is terrible.
The MRI sits at the big MRI truck tank thing, sits right outside of our lab.
Oh,
So I walk back and forth I walk by back and forth when I'm going to the lab to the ER, and it's just going like that.
that's some crazy future shit. Like we just kind of think of it like, oh yeah, it's an MRI machine. But just think about it like,
You're so lucky. I want to get an MRI.
are you claustrophobic?
Yep.
Then no, you don't.
It's worth it. I want to see what's if there's anything wrong with me.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're doing it, I thought you were just doing it for fun.
It's for fun, but I want to see what's wrong.
Well, I mean, like, for your health, sure, but if you just want to see what an MRI is like, no, you don't.
Nobody wants to see that. I want to see what's wrong with my brain.
Mm.
So we'll do the MS walk this time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't want to do the MS walk last time because you couldn't walk.
Yeah, I couldn't walk. I was about to be
I was like,
MS.
I'll go walk for you. And you were like, stupid. And I was like, you're right.
I would have been just sitting on the side like it was a parade or something. Like
Yeah.
throwing candy at catching candy.
What would you tell people if they're scared to get infusions?
I would say that it's very helpful for me. Um, I don't want to recommend anything because I don't want um the
I don't want no trouble.
yeah, I don't want no trouble. But I'm saying it helped me. So if you don't have any other option and think that and your doctor suggests you do it, just listen to your doctor. I mean, whatever your doctor says, don't take my word for it. If your doctor tells you to do it, then do it. But I will say that it helped me more than I could have even imagined it helping me. And I'm like one of those people that just doesn't like going to the doctor. It doesn't. And there's tons of people like that. But I guess we got to do it.
He's an avoidant. He's an avoidant. It's a new song. Just made it up.
Yeah, that was like Adam's Family.
Yeah, but it was a remix. Remix.
Anyways, yeah, if your doctor tells you they think it's a good idea, then listen to your fucking neurologist, brain surgeon doctor.
Yeah, because you definitely felt like you wasted time. I
Yeah,
mean,
for
you're
sure.
I feel
I
like
for
you're
sure
super
wasted.
lucky to just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I avoided I over a year until I actually did what the neurologist said.
And you like it seems like nothing now, but it was a year of bro's legs being like shaky wakey. Like he'd just be like sometimes, or just his legs would be he'd be like, whoa, and like just like
I
literally
fell down before.
yeah,
Just
multiple
walking down the
times.
street, just fall down.
His head would like shake, like he'd be like it was crazy to watch. It looked like he
I
was
don't know if my head was shaking like that.
your head was like
No,
shaking like that,
that
bro.
wasn't happening. That wasn't.
Bro, you would be like,
Nah, that's just me. That's just me.
no.
I would never fucking do that. You're lying.
Bro, you were so shaky and
My
decrepit.
leg was crazy. Like
Your
it was like I
legs,
was
your
getting,
hands
like I was
even got
getting,
it.
electrocuted.
It was your neck, and it was because you had lesions on your neck and your head, and maybe you couldn't see it, but your head would. I'm obviously exaggerating, but like your head would be like it looked like your neck was having a hard time holding your head up. Like I'm not even joking. It was so like I can't even explain it, but that's what creeped me, and I know it did because it's the thing that creeped me out the most. I was like, I would be like, oh my God, like, is he just gonna like have a stroke, or is like his head gonna fall off? Like, it'd be like, you're like one of those things in the car where your head would shake, but the body would like stay on the dashboard.
Mhm.
It's obviously wasn't that bad, but it was noticeable enough to be like, something's so wrong.
Oh yeah, something was wrong. But the treatment so far has been great.
Yeah.
I still feel like weaker. Like I probably just need to go to the gym because I feel like less agile and like.
Well, you
weaker.
lost all your muscles.
I lost a lot of weight and probably muscle. Yeah, muscle.
Yeah, she wanted you to build up your muscle.
Yeah.
And he has to take a lot of vitamin D.
Vitamins.
Tons of vitamin D. Vitamin D.
Now, but I don't.
I know about your weights. 3. That's how you work out.
You bought some like 4-pound weights.
They're 10, so don't get it twisted. 10 for me? You can do 10. You can just, dude, you don't even need weights, man. People in prison, I see you. You don't even use weights. They just be out, bop, 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 just imaginary stuff. Just doing imaginary stuff. Imaginary stuff. I can fight so good. saying.
Yeah, I gotta
Um,
do something now.
what?
It's been,
Yeah, you
been
gotta do
so
something.
lazy. I gotta start working out.
That's okay. At least you can walk. At least you can walk. It's another song I just made up.
Mhm.
Guess they're not songs, but whatever. Well, yeah, we kind of just wanted to tell you, what's wrong with Anthony. Well, it's
Yeah.
not really wrong with you, anyway.
What's not wrong with me?
What's not wrong with Anthony?
And it's not ALS like Stephen
Yes.
Hawking's, who
Yeah. Nope. And no, that was what was scary because it's like the worst thing that could ever happen to any person.
Mm.
And I know someone with ALS, and I think it's just super sad because that person was really cool and still is, but he had a whole life, and it's super messed up and sickening. So it wasn't ALS, and it wasn't a stroke, and it wasn't cancer.
yeah,
I think a big thing was we were scared it was going to be cancer.
Yeah.
I wasn't really scared I didn't think it was going to be I didn't know what it
I
was
was
going to
kind
be.
of
I was
like,
trying not to think of anything.
heart
But
disease.
you were thinking,
Uh,
better not be cancer. It better not be this. It better not be that. And I was like, oof. Please don't be anything. Please don't be anything. But it was too much to not be something.
Yeah.
And so another little side part of the story was I was working at my other job before this, and something was happening there. And it was making me very upset and sad. And I had like cried at work that day when I took you to Dominican. And I was so like sad and crying. And so we're waiting out there for like, it's Dominican, the ER. So we're waiting there for like 3.5 hours before you even got seen.
mm.
And so, we're talking about things, not talking about things, resting, answering phone calls, not talking, watching something on our phone, not talking. And then I just start talking about my day, and I was just like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, am I supposed to quit? What am I supposed to do? I felt very like stuck. And so I just start looking at all the people working there. And I was just thinking, like, everybody comes here in their time of need, and we're sitting here. And I was just thinking, look at all these people who work and all these different jobs. And I was like, I bet I could work here. And so while we're there, because we're there for like 5 hours, I start looking through the phone, and I'm just looking at jobs, and we're talking about other things, watching things on Anthony's phone. So, and I'm like, Anthony, I literally said that. I was like, Anthony, I could be a housekeeper here. I could clean the trashes in the hospital here and make more money than I'm making now.
Mm.
And I was just like, that's so crazy. And I was like, okay. And so I was just looking like, okay, well, what other jobs, like entry jobs, or like, what are some jobs where like, and cause I didn't have time to go to school cause I'm working, and I was like, what am I going to do? And my gram there had just passed away too, right? Like a week before. It was like a week before you got diagnosed with MS. Or it had just been 2 weeks before, and then a week before it had been her funeral or whatever. So, um, I would, and then, so at this point, we're back in a room now, room 5. I know the rooms now. So we were in room 5, and Dr. Sukamaki had came in, and he had at this point told him, like, dude, like, sorry, but I don't know this isn't what you want to hear, but you're just too young for this. Something is wrong. I hate to tell you that, but something bad's wrong. Something bad is happening. So he's making phone calls, waiting for results, doing whatever he's doing. And I'm thinking in my head, this is crazy. Like, and in my head, I'm thinking, Anthony, something's going to happen. He's not going to be able to work. How am I going to like take care of Anthony for the rest of his life? How am I going to like work, and like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And how am I able to help him? And so I'm thinking like,
Well, that's how you should have been thinking anyway in the first place.
bitch, please. Motherfucker, please. Motherfucker, please. Okay, you're buying me something now. After you say shit like that, just give me some money. Whatever's in your pocket, you should just give it to me now. So,
what's the Jetson wife's name?
just get, I don't know. Wilma? No,
Jane?
Jane Jetson. Give me your money. Doesn't she have an accent?
I
Or it's just
I
like,
only remember the
give
opening.
me your money. I don't know. Anyway, why'd you say her then?
Because in the opening, he's pulling money out of his wallet.
Oh, and giving it to her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. I mean, you started it, but whatever. So anyways, but I'm thinking like, how can I take care of you? Like,
No,
asshole.
exactly.
So then I'm sitting there, and at the same time, like, my mind flashes to my grandmother's funeral. And my grandmother, like, she was like a Catholic at like the half end of her life. But she would like make us go to church with her like on Easter and like Christmas. She'd like go to midnight mass or something. But she like was like, I get it. You guys are the spawn of demon spawn. Like, it's fine. No, she didn't like push anything on us, although she was like Jesus Christ forever. But she also was like crazy bartender, like, I'm red hair, like, she wasn't like all like Jesus will save you. She just had like hella Jesus stuff in her house and then like played bunco. I don't know. Anyway, she passed away. The whole shit was like a fiasco because my aunt turned out to be, everything went south. But the funeral was beautiful and everything, and they had it in this Catholic church that was super pretty in Monterey, that her friend went to. It wasn't even her church, but all good. I digress. So I'm getting to a point, you guys. But anyways, so the pastor goes up and he's just like talking. He's like, "Oh, Marlene, if you knew Marlene, Marlene loved Jesus Christ." And I was like, what the hell? Marlene loved a good Snickers and like, and some bonbons and Young and the Restless. That's what Marlene liked, actually. But so I was just like, okay, whatever, pastors or priests, whatever, just get the show on, whatever. So here we are in the hospital, room 5. Anthony's getting diagnosed with who fucking knows what. I'm like about to quit my job or get fired, and I don't know what's happening. And it was the worst day of my life. It's turning out to be the worst day of our lives on top of that. And I think in my head, and the priest kept saying, so I want you to think, what would Marlene do? What would Marlene do? She loved Jesus Christ. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So now here I'm in the hospital. And for 2 seconds, I just like laugh and I go, all right, what would Marlene do? In my head, like in this moment, what would Marlene do? Like kind of as a sarcastic joke. And in walks what now I know was a nurse and a phlebotomist in red. And the nurse was going to do an IV and the phlebotomist was getting blood. And you probably maybe had cultures because that's 2 pokes. And you probably had cultures just because he was at that point trying to, what's it called? What is it called when anything you're trying to get weed out, you're trying to, what is it called?
I don't know.
You know, when you're trying to eliminate everything that it wouldn't be? Okay, anyways, they're trying to figure out what it is by, so they're doing everything. Anyways, they're probably doing cultures. So in walks a nurse and a phlebotomist, and they say, we're going to draw you. And in my head, I go, okay, Jesus, Marlene, what would Marlene do? And Anthony goes in his bed and he goes like this, like Jesus Christ. And he looks like the Palestinian Jesus Christ already. And he puts out his arms and there they are. And they both start drawing blood on either side. And I look and I go, oh yeah, that's what I always wanted to do. I'm going to be a phlebotomist. And so then we got transferred to Kaiser. And while you were sleeping that night, I went on my computer and I enrolled in phlebotomy school. You got out. a week later, I went to phlebotomy school, and now I work with the doctor who basically diagnosed you and saved you.
Yes.
And yeah, and that was Scott, who I like totally work with as the guy who drew you.
Hmm.
And so thanks, Marlene, because that's what Marlene would do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because it was like so life changing all around for us. Like
Yeah.
all of it was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that was like a funny part of the story, huh? I mean, you gotta have some kind of happy part. I mean, you're well.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. And I mean, if it stays this way, then that's good.
That's what she said. She said she has people already who have done this drug and stopped doing it because she said they did it for about good 3 or 4 years, and they've been basically like in remission for over 12 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, just to have like the healthy part of your life back.
Yeah.
I think I think this is good because it's reminding you of what you got back.
This set that we're on right now?
The set. No.
Yeah, this feels so official.
You watch me do this all the time.
Yeah, but I know, but like sitting behind the light with the mics and the desk.
We're official, baby. We're mainstream out here. This is what we're doing. It's Hollywood, baby. Hollywood. Don't you know? You're a star. Say hello to your fans. Say hello. Get in the mic.
What up? But yeah, anyways, a mess. So yeah.
No, I think we did good. We told your story.
What else we got?
I don't know. You want to tell a joke?
I don't know, I had any jokes.
I mean, I think that's good for now. You can do other stuff later, but it was more just like to do your MS story and just like for other people who maybe are afraid to do the infusion, or they have it and they don't tell people, or they don't talk about it.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty much out of shit to say anyway. Like now that I'm
It's okay. I mean, it's pretty late.
what time is it?
It's like almost midnight.
That's pretty late.
That's pretty late.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's your day off.
Oh no, it's
Oh no, you. Sorry, you work. But yeah, it was just to tell your story. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did a good job.
Good.
Right?
Yeah. It was.
Got any jokes or riddles for us?
Yeah. I'll just sit on jokes or riddles.
It's almost Happy Stepfather's Day.
Stepfather's Day?
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to marry me to be stepfather, but it's cool.
Would Stepfather's Day be the day after or what?
No, it'd be like right now at 11:30 the day before.
Yeah, I feel like it would be after.
Why? Oh, because after the dad fucks up.
And then after.
Yeah, I think kind of coming. That's hella funny, Anthony.
So we'll just make it next Sunday.
So Monday, next Sunday. No, she's not here Sunday. Just Tuesday. Tuesday's Stepfather's Day.
Yeah,
That's good. She already gave you your card though, so that's nice.
Yeah. Just expecting, Stepfather's Day present.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay,
So
that's cool. That's nice.
Flower or something.
Oh, you want fun flower?
Maybe a little bitter.
All right. Well, you know how this goes, right?
I believe I do.
Okay. Look over there, though. Let the people know.
My name is Anthony, and I'm a special nobody.